MOPOWERZ, where knowledge is power. If this is your first time watching the MOPOWERZ, I ask that you share the information with relatives, friends, co-workers, anyone that you come into contact with. It is a terrific way to jumpstart your conversation. But before we get into today's conversation, I want you to know that my letters are backwards. I've been dealing with the death of my dad, so my time has been sort of consumed, so to say. But I will handle that. And I have a question for you. How many of you all would actually kill your parents? Murder your dad? Murder your mom? How many of you are that heartless and demonic? Because you would have to be demonic to kill your parents. Just as this 22-year-old man in Harlem, New York, who cut his mother's TV off, disconnected her, because she asked him to go get a job. Here's the story, you all. Check it out.
Well, the mother of a 22-year-old man told him to get a job so he could take care of himself. Her son's response? He shot her dead. That's according to police and the victim's brother. News 4's Gabi Acevedo is live outside the scene in East Harlem now, and he talked to distraught family members about this. Gabi.
Adam, your description, although tragic, is precise. Police say that 22-year-old Musa Camara shot his own mother in the head. Now, family members told us that the mother and her son had recently been arguing, as you mentioned, Adam, over him getting a job. The victim's brother, the uncle, wants no mercy for his nephew.
So now what do you think? What do you think should happen to this young man? Do you think anyone should have any sympathy for him? I don't. None at all. And it is my educated guess that he is going to be buttercups and a Maytag when he goes to prison. If he makes it while he's in prison. I'm just saying. Anybody who goes to prison for something like that, well, 9 times out of 10, they're not going to make it. What would you do if your nephew killed your sister? Whew. Would you kill your nephew? Like, what would you do? If everybody was like him, just imagine how many dead parents there would be on this planet right now. Unbelievable. I'm glad that it's very few psychopaths like him. But what do you do about that? I mean, it wasn't over somebody, stole his car, somebody raped this girl, or somebody robbed him. No, his mother just asked him to go get a job. Where does that type of mentality come from? Can anybody help me out? Is it the music that he listened to? Is it the drugs that he's been smoking? What influences a young man that's 22-year-old to kill his mother? He made history for asking him to get a job. So maybe you should think next time when you ask your child to go get a job. Because when you do that, you might not know if they're going to pull out a gun and cut your TV off. That is outrageous. And we wonder why. The parents are afraid of the children today. This is a very prime example. And you know what? Just from my educated guess and from my research, the culture of this society has something to do with that. I'm just saying. When government took away the right for parents to discipline their children, it became a whole new ballgame. Because the children were able to not only call the police on their parents and have them prosecuted with charges, but this also gives the child power over the parent and makes the parent feel intimidated because they really don't have no power because the government took their power from them. But in this instance, never heard of, made the records, killing your mother for asking you to go get a job. You all better think about that. Put that in your Rolodex, parents. The next time you ask your child to go get a job, in fact, it may be safe enough to just have them to move out first so they don't have to come back and you don't have to worry about being dead when you ask them to go get a job when they're sitting on your couch, eating all your food in your refrigerator, and being disrespectful to you, may I add. But you think about that. Leave your comments in the comment section. It's your brother, the MOPOWERZ, where knowledge is power. And remember, it is your third eye that makes you shine like jewelry. Thanks for viewing.